Welcome. Let's find a comfortable seat with your palms face down on your knees. Just start to bring your attention inwards. Focus on your inhales and your exhales. And the same inner awareness that you feel now in this present moment is what we're going to bring throughout our yoga poses today. Now, when you're ready, gently make your way onto your hands and knees for tabletop position. And then from here, start to make some cat-cows, inhaling up for cow, exhaling for cat. So work with your breath here, and your inhales going up for cow, and exhales to cat. Just warming our spine up here. Now in your next cat pose, you're going to press your way back to downward facing dog. And in your first down dog of the day, start to pedal your feet, bending one knee, then the next, opening up your hamstrings and your calves here. Start to press both your heels to the mat and bend your knees. Come into a forward fold. And we'll take ragdoll here, just bending your knees, grabbing opposite elbows, and swaying side to side. And then your next exhale, drop your hands down to the mat, coming into a forward fold. And then inhale, come up halfway, spine straight. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come up all the way, slight arch in the back as you rise, and come back to neutral. And then exhale, forward fold. Inhale halfway up. And exhale, step back into a plank. And lower all the way down to the mat. Come into a baby cobra here. And exhale, press back, down dog. Now bend your knees, step forward, coming into a forward fold. Inhale halfway up, and exhale, forward fold. Bring your hands towards center, come up all the way, slight arch in the back, and come back to neutral. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale halfway up, and exhale, step back into a plank. This time we'll lower down halfway so our shoulders are in line with our elbows. And press up, upward facing dog. Now press back, down dog. Few breaths here. Now bend your knees and step forward, coming into a forward fold. Now inhale, coming up halfway, and exhale, forward fold. Bring your hands toward center and come up all the way. Slight arch in the back as you rise and come back to neutral. We'll now enter the Sun Salutation B series, bringing the big toes to touch and sitting back for chair pose. Now on your next exhale, forward fold. On your next inhale, come up halfway so your spine is straight. And exhale, step back into plank. You can do your vinyasa here or go straight to downward facing dog. Come into warrior one, spinning the back left foot down at a 45-degree angle. Then from here, right foot in between the hands and rising up. So I want to make sure that your front knee is bent at a 90-degree angle and your hips are squared forward. And exhale, drop your hands, press back to a down dog. We'll do the other side, spinning the back right foot down, 45-degree angle, left foot in between the hands, and rising up. And again, making sure that the front knee is bent at a 90-degree angle, and dropping your hands down, down dog. Bend your knees, step forward, forward fold. Inhale halfway up, spine straight. And exhale, fold. Bring your big toes to touch. We'll sit back for chair pose. And then slowly rise up and come back to neutral. And then when you're ready, we'll do that sequence again. Bringing the big toes to touch and sitting back for chair pose. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale halfway up. And exhale, step back into a plank. You can do your vinyasa or go straight to downward facing dog. Spin the back left foot down at a 45-degree angle, and then bring your right foot in between the hands. Warrior one. Then exhale, drop your hands, press back, down dog, and do the other side. Spinning the back right foot down at a 45-degree angle, left foot in between the hands, and rising up. And then on your next exhale, drop your hands, press back, down dog. Bend your knees, step forward, forward fold. Then inhale halfway up and exhale, forward fold. Bring your big toes to touch and sit back, chair pose. And then rise up, come back to neutral, and bring your hands by your sides. Just noticing how you feel in this present moment. Now, we'll separate our feet about hip distance apart. It's about 2 fist width distance. And take your peace fingers, grab a hold of your big toes. Really pull on your big toes with your biceps, bending your knees a lot in this pose, and folding forward. So your elbows should be splayed out towards the sides of the room. And then keeping the grasp in your big toes, you can come up halfway, straight back. Now you're going to take your palms, stick them underneath your feet, coming into Paschimottanasana. And this pose is really nice for relieving tension in your wrists. Now you can come up halfway and release your hands. Coming into squat pose, Malasana. So it's a width distance of your mat. This is how it looks like in the side pose. This is how it looks like from the front. So to go deeper in this pose, you want to pull your palms down towards your sternum. This will create a deeper stretch in your inner thighs. Then drop your hands down behind you. And slowly start to sit down. Windshield wiper your knees side to side, relieving tension in your thighs. Then bring your feet together, grabbing hold of your big toes and swaying side to side, just bringing motion and movement into your hips. Now if you went one way, go the other way. And come back to a neutral spine. And straighten your back here and lead with your chest, coming forward for a butterfly pose. If it's more accessible, you can always place blankets, rolled up blankets underneath your knees. This is especially nice if you have tighter hips. And then when you're ready, start to place your palms down to the mat and slowly start to walk your hands closer towards your hips, gently pressing yourself up. And you can move any props off to the side. Now coming to diamond pose. This is where you'll move your feet 6 to 8 inches in front of you and fold. So this will target more of your outer thighs. You'll find that you might not go as deep. And drop your hands down to the mat. Start to walk your hands closer towards your hips, rising up. Bring your hands behind you, just gently starting to windshield wiper your knees side to side. Our next pose will be Shavasana A. So we'll extend the right foot out, left foot to the inside of the thigh. And from here, twist over so that your belly button's facing the big toe. Inhale, raise your hands up, and exhale, fold. Now start to walk your hands down to the mat. Walk your hands closer towards your hips, pressing yourself up. And do the other side, bending the right leg, straightening the left, and bringing that foot to the inside of the thigh. From here, twist so your belly button is facing the big toe. And raise your hands up and fold forward. Now, start to walk your hands back and come up. And we'll extend both our feet, coming to Paschimottanasana. So lifting your arms up. You may also need to, if it's more comfortable, you can place a rolled up blanket underneath your knees. I'm personally in this example, I'm just going to do it the regular way. So you can grab the outsides of your feet or your big toes. And slowly rise up. To counteract these forward folds that we've been doing, we'll come into a back bend, reverse table. So bring your hands behind your back, then lift off, pressing your feet into the mat and your head back. And then exhale, slowly come down and find an easy, comfortable seat. And just take a moment and notice how you feel now in this present moment. Gently, when you're ready, you can start to move any props off to the side and come into Shavasana, our final resting pose. Take this moment and just relax, and I will guide you out of Shavasana when the time is ready. Now slowly bring attention back to your body. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Then bending your knees, roll over to your right hand side, coming into a fetal position. Then on your next exhale, press yourself up to a seated position with your eyes closed. And just notice how you feel now in this present moment compared to the beginning of class. And bring your hands to heart center and honor yourself for practicing yoga today. Namaste.